Oh my God, Seth. I'm one of the fans. So nice to see you here, and so excited that you're following my channel. That's a very pleasure to me. And JetBrains. I think all Android developers at least heard the name once if they're doing Kotlin. But give me some idea, what is JetBrains doing at Droidcon?
I mean, so we're obviously here to promote Kotlin Multiplatform and Compose Multiplatform as some of our technologies for sharing code, right? Because we see that there's a lot of mobile developers out there that are working on trying to ship a product that's supposed to be the same on multiple platforms, kept in sync when it comes to the features, but they might struggle with this a little bit, or they may just face the situation where they have to duplicate a bunch of code. Kotlin Multiplatform is one of the approaches that we build at JetBrains to allow you to do this kind of code sharing.
During previous Kotlin Conf, you announced that Compose iOS is also alpha. Can you give us some idea? How hard was it?
Yeah, exactly. So with Compose for iOS, we're taking Kotlin Multiplatform like one step further, and we're not just allowing you to share like business logic, networking, or your data structures, but we're also allowing you to take a lot of the UI that you've already built for Android and bring that to iOS as well. We did a little bit of a live demo earlier here at Droidcon, where we essentially just copy-pasted a part of the UI of one of the official examples, and for the most part it just works, which is of course really exciting, because that means if you're an Android developer, you have a lot of skills that transfer. Obviously, implementing all of this isn't trivial, and that's exactly why it's also still currently in alpha. There's a lot of things that we're still working on, but we have a really cool team of super passionate people kind of implementing this kind of stuff, who also at this point already have experience porting Compose to different platforms. Like, we already shipped Compose for desktop a while ago. It's stable. We run it on over 1 million of our customers' machines and support Windows, like Linux, Mac OS, all of those kind of things.
Yeah, nice. What are the problem at the moment if I want to migrate to KMP?
So for Kotlin Multiplatform, I think the main challenge will always be if you already have an established code base and you are depending on artifacts that are only available on one library, on one platform, so libraries that are JVM or Android specific, then you might need to find replacements for those. Fortunately, things are already moving in a very nice direction, with Google actually committing a couple of their libraries to become multi-platform as well, which is why if you look into, for example, the data store Android documentation, you actually find a little drop-down that shows you that certain functions are available on iOS in common Kotlin code as well as on JVM.
Cool. And with these changes, with multi-platform, where do you see the future of Kotlin? Where Kotlin is going? It looks like it's getting everything.
Yeah, so we used to have a campaign a couple of years ago called Kotlin Everywhere, and honestly, I feel like that model still hasn't changed. It's a super diverse set of applications from server side to mobile, but now, of course, we're really strengthening the value proposition of Kotlin Multiplatform even more. So we're hoping that when you bet on Kotlin, you don't really have to choose. You can pretty much do whatever it is that you need in a convenient way, and with taking advantage of whatever it is the platforms have to offer.
Yeah, okay, cool. And I see lots of diagram and paper behind your back. What's going on here?
Oh yeah, so this is one of the activities that we're running at Droidcon. It's a little bit of a challenge where we ask the attendees to either share a little bit of how they have structured their Kotlin multi-platform applications, or if they haven't done that yet, how they would imagine an ideal shared code base could look like for them, or how the architecture should look like. And then, of course, we're handing out a couple of little prizes to our participants to make sure they also have a little bit of joy and something to remember this event by.
Okay, cool. And as a fan, I'd like to ask you some personal questions.
Of course.
What do you do after work to cool down?
What do I do after work? We have a Dungeons and Dragons group, so we do like role play stuff. Okay. That's always very exciting. I'm a really big fan of swimming. So that's always a nice thing to wind down. And I'm a very passionate cook, so I try to get all the culinary experiences under my belt when I can.
Okay, cool. Thanks for your time. please keep creating nice content with Hadi. You are doing great.
Thank you so much. Are you a fan of the weather segment in Talking Kotlin by any chance?
How is the weather today?
Yeah, that's actually a good question. It's a big haul, but I mean, at least coming here, it was nice and sunny. And I'm hoping that it'll hold out because I did not actually bring a jacket. I only brought a vest. So yeah, I'm really betting on keeping some good weather here.
Thank you so much. Have a nice day.
Thank you for stopping by.